Happy New Year's, our jelly bellies and jelly buddies and people that listen. If you're non-binary, if you're binary, if you're non-binary, if you're trinary,
utensil, or
quadrinary.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
I'm Hova.
I'm Franklin.
I just heard my son wake up in the background, so he's gonna have to figure it out.
Oh no. Well, he's like 13, right? He can microwave a corn dog.
Yeah, he's 10. He can make himself a bowl of cereal, even though he acts like he can't.
Okay, I have to level on something. On cereal. On cereal.
I'm sorry, I need to comment on your Dreamcast shirt first. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Got the swirly on the back? Hell yeah.
I got a weird uncle that buys me weird Christmas presents every year.
Nothing weird about that.
Is he on the screen with you right now?
Yes. It's weird. Yeah. My uncle makes me call him Daddy sometimes. Awkward.
Sometimes I make him call me Uncle Daddy.
That sounds pretty normal to me.
So, yeah, there's been like that big Kellogg's thing, with everybody like boycotting Kellogg's products because of the workers' strike.
Haven't heard of this.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't know about this either.
It's been going on for like a month and a half, 2 months, and it's finally like over. Like they finally buckled. So I've had all of these fucking like Kellogg's products in the pantry that I haven't been eating. That I've and so I finally they have what's the Rice Krispies? They've got a cinnamon sugar one that I just finally got to crack open the other day, and
I like how your delaying of eating the Kellogg's products that were already paid for helped in the strike. Or
I mean, it does because he's not buying any more.
Yeah, I guess in a way, sure. So they just weren't treating their workers right or something?
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff like that.
Like holding them down and shoving their balls in their mouth kind of thing? Like while they're trying to make Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Or
That's what Riot is doing, right? That's why they have their workers protesting?
Blizzard? Riot? Activision?
Everybody who's in
all
charge
of the companies are teabagging their employees, from what I hear. Which, here on the Gravy Wheels podcast, I do want to come out and say that we do not condone such activities. No one on our podcast has ever been knowingly, willingly, or against their will teabagged so far.
I don't even teabag in Halo.
Bullshit, yes you do.
Yeah, you do. You do more than I do.
That's not true at all, you motherfucker.
It is. I see you teabag all the time.
He does it in revenge. If somebody teabags you, you teabag them back. You're aggressive.
Somebody that we play with, I see aggressively teabag. It's something I never think about until it happens to me. I wish I did. I wish it was part of my essence, but it's just not.
I will take a teabag in vengeance, but only in vengeance. Don't provoke me.
You guys know that in Splitgate, they had a form of like kill confirmed, where if you're not familiar with kill confirmed, it's basically just team deathmatch in Call of Duty. But to confirm the kill, to count that point for your team, you needed to pick up the dog tags that would drop on their body when you got that kill. So it kind of forced people to not be able to camp, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
Splitgate took that same concept, but they made you teabag the player that you killed to count the point towards your team, which I thought was fucking amazing.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's funny. I'll allow that.
Yeah, that's a good move right there.
I like it. I like it a lot. Speaking of which,
you doing fucking Cat's Cradle over there, Joey?
Yeah.
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on my balls. Yeah. I'm drinking tea. I'm a tea guy now.
Balls references in the first 5 minutes of this.
So when I drink tea, that's all I can think about is balls. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm liking it, dude. Made the transition from coffee to tea, so.
I sent you a picture of all the teas that I've been drinking recently.
How do you use like a little ball? Like one of those mesh ball things?
An infuser, they're called.
No. I've got some of those.
You probably put it in the kettle like a psychopath.
Oh, no, I don't do that either. What I do is I fill up like 3 or 4 cups of water in my whistling tea kettle, and then I let that thing, I set out like 2 or 3 coffee mugs, and then I just pop my little pods of, my little tea bags in there, and then I just,
Oh, that looked like loose leaf. That's what I was asking. I didn't know
No,
that
those
were...
are actually they don't have a string on them. They're little discs. They don't have the tampon string. They just have the little.
Ah,
So,
yeah.
That black.
Yeah, I bought some like a 400 pack of disposable bags. They're just like an inch or I don't know, like an inch by 2 inches or whatever. And you just throw your loose leaf in there and use them like a regular tea bag and then toss them.
I've got like.
Would you like to know? Sorry, what would you like to know? What kind of psychopath you're dealing with here?
Yes.
I go into the kitchen and I turn on the hot water tap and I fill my cup
Oh.
and then I put in some instant coffee, and then we
See,
then we off to the races.
I've never done the instant coffee. Do you at least turn your hot water heater up to like? Yeah, I'll probably get hurt in the shower, but at least I'll have, hot enough liquid to drink.
I'll tell you what, it's cranked as high as it'll go, and it is not hot enough.
Dude, get one of these. Right here. This is the great value, I believe, at Wally World for like $99.89.
So
I would just
water
get,
on tap.
I would just get an electric kettle. Like that's we've talked about getting those before. We just haven't done it.
So the question is though, are you?
But I don't like my coffee too hot though, because I want to be able to drink it. So when you give me a fucking like boiling ass cup of coffee, I'm like, okay, great, cool. I can't wait to drink this in a half an hour.
All right, so,
I feel you to an extent, yeah.
all right, though. But are you like Nescafe? There's Nescafe, then there's Folgers, then there's like that like it has like a French or a Spanish name brand for the instant coffee.
Cafe Bustelo.
That's the one you do, isn't it? Which one do you drink?
No. This is actually what's in right here right now is Starbucks, which is terrible.
Starbucks has instant coffee?
Fuck yeah, of course they do.
I'll fuck with instant coffees.
I'll tell you though that my favorite instant coffee that I've had so far. Usually, this is not typical of us. Like we typically have a coffee maker. My wife loves coffee, so we usually have we've had espresso machines in the past. We've had nicer setups, but since we moved to this apartment, we're like we just don't want to buy a bunch of shit, so we're fucking freeballing it.
I feel you on that one. You're camping. My
favorite instant coffee is the Hy-Vee store brand.
Oh, really?
It's the best. It's the best one. Sorry.
I'm so not
cat.
familiar with the instant coffee world, but I think I might try some because I like this whole I've got a water tower, just press a button, instant hot water, throw a tea bag in it, you've got a drink in a minute or two kind of thing instead of having it. 'Cause, my thing with brewing a pot of coffee is that sure you can brew an eighth of a pot if you really want to, but still you're gonna have leftover in the pot, and then you forget about it, and then it sits there all day, and
what's up, bud?
You've got a coffee filter to, and we even have the Mr. Coffee, I believe, that has it doesn't. It's a washable coffee filter. There's a coffee filter built into it.
To stick in your Keurig. Or
it's not a Keurig
coffee, but it has a little plastic thing that you can rewash or whatever.
It's got a
great
cheesecloth or whatever you want to call it. It's like metal mesh in there, and you just kind of rinse it out and then put your grounds in there. And I've always subscribed to the idea that if you could buy the whole beans and grind it yourself, that shit tastes so much better instead of buying the granulated coffee. But yeah, I like just having the hot water on tap in the mug and then put a single serving worth of whatever. So I might have to get some of this instant coffee you speak of.
You might try. It's not good. I can't really recommend it. I'm just doing it because it's easy and
But every once in a while, I might want coffee over tea.
It's true, and it's the thing I also like about it is that sometimes you want a second cup, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to make another French press full of coffee.
Exactly.
Or another,
right.
So it's nice to just be able to have a cup on demand. Yeah.
And did everybody go through the Keurig phase? I loved it at first, but then I don't know.
No.
First of all, you have to. It sounds easy until you realize that you really need to run filtered water through it because eventually it's just gonna all get clogged up and just not fucking work anymore. And then cleaning them is a pain in the ass and everything. I thought the Keurigs were cool for a while. I was on that wave, but now I'm over it.
I thought that sounded stupid to me, but.
It's a lot more it's a lot better of an idea than the Juicero machine. But,
well, yeah, but that's
but the Keurig
designed
is
to be
decent.
terrible.
I mean, I had 3 different Keurigs. The problem that I always have with them is that they end up even using filtered water, bottled water, jugs of water, clean ass water.
Yeah.
You still got to run the descaler and shit through them. And then if you don't use them for a while, They have issues. And then on one of them, whenever I was on like a really big tea kick, I would just use it to push like hot water through. I would just hot water. I wouldn't stick anything up in the thing. Just hot water. Just make it boil hot water for me, and then I would steep the tea in it. And then it would just always like leak. Like it had a VD. Like it would just leak all the time.
Yeah. And even like when you didn't run a pod through it and you just wanted hot water, I felt like no matter how many times I cleaned it, it would still come out like a little hazy, like a little bit of coffee and tea residual and shit in there. They were just, and also the pods were fucking expensive at first. They got a lot better as of a few years ago. Whenever I was still buying them, they had like the Great Value brand and everything. You could just get a case of like 36 for like $12 or something. But
or you can
every time. I was gonna say, whenever I think about Keurig machines, I think about this joke from Futurama where in the future you can buy Oreos that come in separate parts. So there's like a left side Oreo and a right side, and then the cream, and then you put it in a little machine and it assembles the Oreo for you. And then Fry just takes the Oreo out, and then he, of course, like opens it up and licks the cream off anyways and throws the chocolate away.
right.
And just like all of the waste that produces, that's what I think of when I think of Keurigs.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess I never thought of it that way.
It just always seemed unnecessary. Sorry, Frank, I interrupted you, as I often do.
They also make a thing that's for Keurigs that it's like the Coffee Mate thing he was talking about, the Mr. Coffee thing,
Yeah,
where it's like a little plastic
pods.
thing with little like hernia mesh piece in there that you can use.
Yup. Yeah, because then I think I got one of those, and I was like, oh, now I can grind my own coffee beans and run it through my Keurig. And then I started realizing, like, what the fuck am I doing when I've got like a reusable Keurig pod and I'm grinding coffee for that and everything? I'm just gonna get a regular goddamn coffee pot. And about that time it broke, so it was perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
Helpful planned obsolescence.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. I'm just gonna dig through all my MREs and pull out all the instant coffees now. So that's the plan.
Not horrible coffee in those.
God, that sounds nightmarish.
That's why my uncle only drinks like fucking instant coffee, is because he's used to the fucking MRE.
Yeah, the military guys. Yep.
How's everybody's life in gaming this week? How's everybody's Halo experience going?
Pretty damn good. I think I was checking your achievement progress, and I think you're about 10% further in the campaign than I am. Yeah, you, Andrew.
Oh, okay.
I didn't check Frank's. But I've just been kind of taking it slow, and then every once in a while I'll get like distracted on side quests, and
yeah.
But it's about what I expected to like, and then sometimes I'll get completely distracted on like just sticking to the main storyline, and then I'm like, fuck, I gotta like take some more time because I know like what I'm afraid of is that I'm gonna progress the story to a point where I'm gonna start needing like those extra Marines and stuff that you get from like capturing the fobs and stuff, where you can like bring some buddies along with you. And I just have a feeling there's gonna be parts in the story where, and maybe not, but I have a feeling there's gonna be parts where I get to and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm pretty much gonna need, to like bring a warthog with a gunner on the back and the fucking rocket launcher in the passenger seat. But
I was gonna say
it's good.
It is kind of fun to get your Marines out and then just hand them all like rocket launchers or whatever.
All right.
Be like, let's do it.
Let's load out.
Let's do it, boys.
So does every fob have 4 like
weapon thingies?
Or is it some of them have 2?
I think so.
Okay.
I think they all have 4.
Okay.
As far as I remember, they all have 4. Yeah, and at first I didn't put 2 and 2 together that you can like spawn a weapon here and then spawn a weapon here. You can spawn 4 to, I don't know. I was just like, well, that's kind of useless. I can only spawn one thing, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm off. But and picking up weapons in the single player campaign is so much different. Like a lot of times I'll pass up stuff like a rocket launcher because you don't need a rocket launcher 99% of the time unless you're running into like the
red guys.
The guys with the orange backs that I can't think of their name all of a sudden.
Hunters,
yeah. Unless you're running into like a hunter or something, you don't really need it, or like one of the little mini boss guys. And so you just end up leaving shit like that behind. And stuff like the fucking Mangler is like super good. I mean, the melee strength, you just melee everything to death and then use the shots when you actually need it.
Well, I think that you guys are not considering that the fob design is probably set up for 4-player co-op in campaign, which isn't in the game yet.
And on that note, and I've already been thinking about this, I really want to. I don't know if like Frank, I don't know if you'll be like 100% into it as much as like Andrew and I will be. But if you guys are down, what I want to do when 4-player co-op gets released in like February of 2024 or whatever, I want to do all skulls and legendary and see if we can fucking knock the fucking thing out together. It might be a complete pain in the ass and take a long time, but I think it would be fun as shit to see if we can do that. And I want to go for all the collectibles and shit too, all the fobs.
I want to do like a legendary playthrough first, so that I can at least have some...
Then we can do Skulls Han.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm into that idea. I love it when things are terrible. So that's what I'm.
Solo legendary playthroughs hard as fuck, but you can kind of. And then again, I don't really know. I'm assuming it'll be about the same. Like traditionally in other Halos, it's a lot easier with a co-op setup for legendary playthrough because you can kind of send one person in and then one person kind of stay back in certain scenarios, because it's like, well, if you know, as long as one of us stays alive, we'll be all right. And, you know, you can kind of like learn where the checkpoints are and shit. It's like, all right, we need to make sure we get this checkpoint. You stay the fuck alive. I'll go over here and see if I can get these guys killed off or whatever. But it's doable. It's just, you know, it's not going to be easy, but I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun. Except for those hunters, man. Those hunters are bullet sponges, even on normal.
Yeah.
So legendary. Whew.
I'm never sure if I'm actually hitting them or not. That's the kind of thing.
I've seen a lot of complaints about the hunters in Halo Infinite, and I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think it seems like it's so much. It's just a bullet sponge, and there's nothing else like really unique about them. I guess I don't know. It just feels totally different when you have a Master Chief with all these abilities where you can grapple and you can thrust and you can do all these other things that help in a fight, and the hunters just seem more like limited now, I guess. I don't know. Like it's just a bullet sponge. But back in like Halo 1 when you ran into a hunter, you were like, holy fucking shit.
Well, luckily you don't see them very often. They don't show up too often in Infinite, at least not where I'm at.
Right.
I'm not that. I haven't touched the campaign in probably a week or two. I haven't really. Anytime I boot it up now too, I just like dick around and look for all the little things you can get on the map. Give me them cosmetics, boy.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be a fashion Spartan.
I've got a couple things. So you guys are clearly like far more ahead of it in it than I am. I am balls deep in 2 other games right now. So I haven't done the excavation dig site yet. So I'm in the open world. I think I've cleared like 5 or 6 fobs. I'm collecting, you know, all the things, and my armors. My shield is already like maxed out, so I got the Chibi for that. Where the fuck do I get a Banshee?
You did that sooner than I did, because I just now fully upgraded my armor.
Where's the Banshee?
You end up getting Banshees. There's you travel to a different part of the Halo later on in the game, and I don't really remember seeing them until that.
All right, because there's some Spartan thingamaboobers like early on in the map, like way on top of like 2 towers that you can't get without that, and it's kind of bumming me the fuck out because I bet I wasted like 30 or 45 minutes trying to use the fucking Spider-Man feature to fucking get up there.
I fucking Spider-Man'd up there, dog. I know the one you're talking about.
What?
I did that
I was
shit.
gonna say, I'm pretty sure Andrew got up there. Yeah.
God damn it. Well, I'll have to try again.
Well, you got to think about. I don't know how like familiar you are with the grapple yet, but it doesn't just get you to where you grapple. You can
throws
use
you
it to
more.
slingshot yourself.
Yeah.
So you can find certain spots. Because I recently found a wall in the game, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to get up that even with my grapple. And then I started trying it, and I was like, oh, I can. Like, I mean, first thought when I looked at it, I was like, there's, you know, I've got to find a way around this. There's no way I can do that. And then I just started fucking with it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I think I can make this work.
Yeah.
And then I really do like the... Well, what pisses me off, though, is I wish that, like, all of these, like, fancy Covenant skinned weapons that you can get by taking off those bad guys would be, like, in multiplayer.
Dude, it's gotta be, like, Season 2, it's gonna be like, now you can have all the banished weapons.
And then there's, like, banished armor, banished banished items you can unlock in the thing, but I haven't seen where they go at in the multiplayer. Are they just, like, skins, or are they...
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure.
Like, some of the... ammo crates or whatever, the armor crates or whatever, the Mjolnir or whatever that fucking
Oh, yeah.
Viking word is. Like it
They-
says, like
no.
they say banished on like some of them.
There's like an emblem that's called banished.
Okay.
So that's maybe what you're seeing. Is that it's just like, but it's that stupid thing again of like, you unlock it for your weapons, and there's another crate that has it for your profile, and there's another crate that has it for vehicle. It's like, so you have to unlock the same thing like 6 times.
Also, though, I want to be able to use my multiplayer armor setup in the fucking game because I want to like fucking go. I want a cat playthrough. This is bullshit.
No, you're Master John. You have to play as John Chief.
I'm Master Kitty. Master Kitty Kitty. Who's got your belly? Who's got your belly?
I would like to watch someone tickle Master Chief's belly and him be real into it.
Can we talk about how Master Chief only has 8 toes?
He's a fucking
Because this is
reptilian.
something that I did not know. And now that I know this information, I don't know how to process it.
They don't include this in the books.
Nope, I missed that in all the lore.
He's a genetic freak, man. They've made so many modifications to him. They probably removed 1 toe on each foot and combined it, like put it back on like his heel or something to make him more agile.
You know, the funny thing is that there's probably some actual like hardcore Halo lore fans out there that are actually really upset about that. Because if you guys don't know what we're talking about, I found in the Master Chief collection there's currently an armor set that's like based around Viking era. I would assume it's like shields and stuff like that, like lion heads and shit. And one of the items is like some leg armor or feet armor or whatever that gives Master Chief like tiger toes. And there's only 4 toes on each foot. And yeah, I don't know. When I saw that, I just, like I said, I was thinking about all those like hardcore Halo nerds that have like read every single book and comic and all that shit that are probably just super pissed that they would
Or
put
all
some
of the
customization items in
erotic
there that-
fanfics that like completely...
or that, yeah,
But also, it's a cosmetic. I mean, it's probably just
right.
it's probably just the design of things. Like ninjas have those 2-toe socks. That doesn't mean ninjas all have 2 toes.
I think it does, but to each their own.
The Ninja Turtles do.
Goddamn right. You're goddamn right.
How do you feel about the the shop? We should just complain about this every single time until it gets fixed.
Well, it keeps getting worse. I know that they're still not back from Christmas vacation, but fucking hell. And I've seen they're getting a lot of kickback on this Mr. Chief AI model.
Oh yeah.
There's a Mr. Chief AI model bundle. So it's actually it's pretty fucking cool because it's way more unique than all the other AI models. And then there's a custom shader color or whatever, which is basically just like a bright Halo green. And then there's, I think, an emblem for weapons, weapons vehicles, and your player.
There's a charm too that's of his
Oh,
little
and a charm,
face.
yeah. So it's actually, I mean, as far as the bundles go, it's pretty packed full of content. Not to mention, I think a lot of people forget that, face value when you first look at it, you're like, holy shit, $20 for all this shit is crazy. But the AI is like, I was laughing my ass off yesterday when I was playing with it. I only played a few matches, and there was some really funny voice lines, because if you get like a multi-kill in the game, if you like kill a flag carrier and shit, you get all these different voice lines that the Mr. Chief AI will say. Like the Seriously one that most people use is hilarious, and the Mr. Chief one, since I bought it and switched to it, has a lot of good ones. So I think people are forgetting how much actual content is in that.
Yeah.
But having said that, yeah, $20 is... It's pretty steep. I feel like if all the little charm bundles and shit were $3 or $5, and then the Mr. Chief AI bundle was 12 or 15, it would make a little more sense, or even 10. I've seen some people be like, "It should be $5." I'm like, no, I don't think it should.
People are not thinking about the cost associated with producing.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you have to hire voice actors, you have to book studio time, you have to do all this shit.
You have to code all that shit into the game.
It's a lot more complicated and complex than making a shader for armor. So
Right.
like I respect that that's $20. Like I
Exactly,
agree that it
yeah.
feels high, but just based because everything in the shop feels like it's too expensive,
Yup.
honestly. But I think that that's the best chance they have of justifying something that's a high cost until they're like,
Exactly,
here's a
yeah.
shader pack that includes armor and weapons and vehicles. Here's like a whole like kit that you can use to
Right.
do your whole thing.
I'm just
But
saying,
I think,
just nut up and drop $100 into the fucking game like I do every week, so I can buy everything that comes out.
Basically what I'm doing too, yeah. No, I get it from both sides. Like I'm more than happy to yeah, like I've always been that way with when it comes to free to play content, and of course I still make money from video games, so that also kind of sways my decision. But it's a free to play game. I've put days worth of hours into it. I'm loving it. It's great. It's free. I'm gonna buy some shit in the shop to support that. But yeah, $20 is probably a little higher than what it should. Again, I think it shouldn't be $5, but it shouldn't be 20 either, probably.
yeah. And the whole issue with the way things are separated out, how armor shaders are only good for one core. It feels if they unify all that stuff, then I think that would actually probably fix the issues of the shop that I have.
Right.
Because then it would feel like worth it if you could just apply the same armor core to like all your weapons and your vehicles and your armor.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, and I don't know if they'll just. I feel
Like
like
you
that
can
would be a
do-
huge step.
Like you can do in Destiny.
The worst game that's not worth playing, but yeah,
All right,
I don't know. I feel like that's a huge ask. I don't know if they'll go that crazy, but
I've got
it
That's
would
the
be
way to
nice to
do
see
it.
some changes.
I've got something to say, and then I've got another topic.
Okay.
I remember like a year or two ago, whenever we all started to like do the thing over again and like talk to each other again. Me and Andrew were playing a game. We were playing a game. I think it was called Destiny 2, and I'm like, dude, wow, this is like really giving me like some like old school Halo vibes. And he's like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. This is made by Bungie. Halo's not made by Bungie anymore. It's like, oh.
Which is why I get it if it's not your total cup of tea, Joey, because it's pretty like space magic-y. It's a little silly. And you got
Yeah.
wizards and shit running around, and you got swords and all this kind of stuff. But it does still have the bones of like a really, really good shooter in it. And I guess it's surprising to me that you're so quick to dismiss that.
I put a decent amount of time into the first Destiny.
Because you were paid to play it.
No, I was paid to play the second one, which is why I put a little bit of time and then no more.
I was gonna say, the first one had a lot of issues. The second one has improved upon it a lot, but
Second one was good, but it just wasn't. I don't know. Like I said, I think one of the major things that loses me is like mixing a PvE and PvP universe and having like I'm supposed to get excited about like loot caves and shit like that don't really have any effect on multiplayer and
Yeah,
the
and
core
weapons on
gameplay.
multiplayer,
Yeah, the core multiplayer gameplay still just isn't what I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't know. It didn't have like exciting. Maybe it did. I can't even remember. I don't remember there being like exciting multi-kill features or, there wasn't like kill cams or anything like that. Like some of those gimmicky things are what kept me playing Halo for so many years and kept me playing Call of Duty for so many years. You know what I mean? And then like
Yeah.
even the Gears of War franchise had like bonkers fucking weapons. Even some of the lesser popular ones, they always had like a really cool weapon that you just wanted to get to and try to kill people with, and the gore was fun, and just something about Destiny just never like fucking grabbed me and sucked me in. I don't know.
well, the breadth of like weaponry and stuff in Destiny is like because you can. One thing I do really like about it is that if you find weapons that you like, you can just bring them into every multiplayer match. They're part of your loadout, and it's like cool. I found this assault rifle. I spent time unlocking perks and stuff for it and getting XP for it, so it's really good. It's got, it's built the way I like. It's got the scope on it that I like and all this shit. But it does take a lot of time to find that stuff, and there is an element of luck to it. It's not like,
Yeah.
Call of Duty where there's sort of a linear unlocking scale where you're like, okay, level 20, I get this machine gun, and then I could level that up and get these things for it. there's such a luck element to it that it can be kind of frustrating.
Yeah, and I think to be into Destiny multiplayer, it kind of helped a lot to be really into the PvE side of things. Am I wrong in that? So
No,
I think because I was never like the only PvE that I've ever really gotten into was Horde mode in Gears of War. I don't really know why, because I never got into zombies of Call of Duty either, but for whatever reason, Horde mode actually sucked me in some of those later Gears of War titles. Like, those were fun, trying to beat wave after wave after wave and building up your shit as you go. Like, I did enjoy that in the Gears universe. So maybe that's one of the reasons I never got too much into Destiny. Also, I feel like Destiny had a lot of advanced movement, did it not? Like, kind of like thrust jumping and double jumps and shit.
Yeah, every class. So there are 3 character classes. There's one that has just a straight double jump or a triple jump, which you can adjust. You can choose what you want. There's one that has a glide, which sort of like, it's hard to explain, but it like lowers gravity drastically when you hit jump again. So it's like if you double tap jump right after you jump, you glide up a lot. And if you wait till higher in the arc, you sort of glide more forward. It's and then there's another character. Then the Titans have a jetpack.
Okay,
and they all they all have some modifications.
Too.
Titans Master Race.
Any shooter with like advanced movement, I've never been able to like really get hardcore into. Like, even being a big Call of Duty fan, a lot of people still say that Black Ops 3 was like one of, if not the last good Call of Duty, and I did not like that fucking game at all, because it was all about running on walls and advanced movement and blah blah blah. I just fucking hated it. And then I really liked Black Ops 4 because it dropped all that advanced movement shit and added like hero abilities, but I was actually into it, and I'm one of the only people that liked that game. So I don't know.
It's not. I wouldn't say. It's definitely more simple than Titanfall is. Titanfall has more complicated movement.
Yeah.
And to me, like, Titanfall is probably my favorite game to move around in at all. Like, it's just such a blast to like combo wall runs and grab.
Titanfall did a really good job of adding all that shit, and it like some games that you play, the movement just in every aspect of it feels perfect, feels right, and Titanfall fucking hit that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. It's a shoe.
Cool.
It's out of focus.
You guys gonna get
0
those?
out of 10. No.
They're the new Adidas ones from Microsoft. They're the new Xbox ones.
They look great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not. I step in dog shit. Like, I just don't want to have a really nice pair of shoes anymore. Crocs? Oh.
Oh wow, he's not wearing Crocs. Oh, it's because it's cold out. It's cold out.
Under Armour, bitch. Got that dad shoe. Okay, that was...
Has anybody watched... Now that I try to make a joke and you guys talk about fucking Destiny for 15 minutes.
At least we talk.
Has anybody watched what?
What new, like, movies and TV shows have you guys been watching? What new other...
Final Destination!
Yep, there we go.
Yep. Been going back and watching the Final Destination movies.
They're so fucking terrible, but they're good.
Yeah, but in a good way.
They're like the Trimmers movies. They're like the Trimmers movies after the first one. They're just shitty good.
Yeah, yeah. It's like how I watch Jingle All the Way every year for Christmas. Even though
I watched it the other day too. Fuck.
It's bad, but it's you gotta watch it. You know, I don't know.
It's only a bad movie if it's unwatchable. So like, if you make a bad movie, but it's still easy for you to just like sink down into and kind of enjoy it, then it's not a bad movie. It's fine then.
Right. Yeah. They're fun. They're fun.
If I can be like an artsy motherfucker for a second, I watched Power of the Dog recently, which is on Netflix, and it stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Jesse, what's his fucking name?
Oh, Jesse Smollett?
Jesse Plemons, and Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst is in it too.
Yeah, is that one of those Netflix only movies?
Yes, it is. It's very good.
It's supposed to be really good.
It's really good. My wife watched it while I was out. I was somewhere else. I think I stayed the night someplace else. And I got back in the morning and she was like, I watched this last night and we're going to watch it again today. I was like, all right, cool.
Nice.
And yeah, it was really good. It's great.
So, in that ilk of Netflix westerns, did you watch the one that had like Idris Elba and shit in it? Or what was that? God, I linked it to you guys.
No, I have not. I don't watch a lot of movies, really.
The Harder They Fall.
Wait.
Harder They Fall. It's a Western revisionist blah, 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 blah. Western revisionist movie where it's got like all black cast. It's fucking hilarious and it's fucking good. It's great. It's solid.
I would enjoy it.
So
I've seen 2 movies in theaters recently, though. I saw Spider-Man, which is fucking legit great. It's really, really good.
You mean Spider-Man's?
Spider-Man. Spoiler alert. And I also saw, on Christmas Day, we were like, let's just go do something. So we went and watched The King's Man. And that was...
yeah.
About 2 hours.
You didn't say it was good 2 hours.
No, it was about 2 hours. It was fine. It just like the first 2 are so much more fun. So I like the Kingsman movies a lot. They're
pretty good.
like
I haven't seen
blast.
any of those.
They're like a better James Bond.
I've been meaning to watch
Yeah,
that
they're-
new Netflix original or whatever with Leo and who the fuck else? There's a bunch. It's like star-studded. It just came out within
Don't
the
Look
last
Up?
week. Yeah. Have you guys seen that yet? I've heard
Chloe
really good
watched
stuff.
Chloe watched that and her friends watched it, and all I heard was, "Holy shit, it's not very good."
See, I heard
For
the
a
opposite
movie-
side of the coin.
For a movie that is supposed to be a comedy, it's like just not really very funny. I think people.
I did hear
think-
that it's like kind of it's not like aggressively trying to be a comedy. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's like a mild comedy.
The sort of take I got was that, I mean, it's about the government / world failing to do something to prepare for a catastrophe that is like in the middle of happening. People not really giving a shit, and I think that sort of hits too close to home for a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was like a very fatiguing movie.
Uh,
Maybe if it came out in like 5 years, it would have been received a little better. I don't know. I just heard it wasn't very funny.
Everybody shit on Army of Thieves and Red Notice. I thought Red Notice was actually good for what it was, and then Army of Thieves and that Army of the Dead or whatever were pretty good.
I liked
Army
Army
of
of
the
the
Dead's
Dead.
fun.
Have you watched the
Army of
the
Thieves.
prequel?
Yeah.
I haven't watched that yet.
It's pretty,
Was it
It's
good?
Me
okay.
neither.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's.
I've been meaning to.
I really like the
I
Red
like-
Notice, but people are like, it's so dog shit.
I haven't seen the
I
Red
like-
Notice either. I'm behind on a lot of them.
I like any fucking like heisty movie shit about stealing stuff, so I'm sure I will enjoy Army of Thieves. Like that's a pretty, you can't miss that shit with me. Fucking love heist movies.
And it's that Hans
Yeah.
guy. It's the German character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Dune though. Dune was really fucking good, solid, way better than the first one.
Still haven't seen that either.
It's
Fuck, I'm
you don't
behind.
have to be a Dune fan to enjoy that.
No.
No, it's completely but it hits all the Dune fan stuff. But you don't have to. It's weird how they did it. Where
I've always like bounced off of Dune pretty hard because I just like, I've seen the first movie, I've never read the books, but whenever people talk about Dune, there's so much terminology that's like exclusive to that universe that you kind of need to know to be fluent in it at all. And it's like, it was always really impenetrable for me, but like I was really, really impressed by how well the new one balances all that stuff and sprinkles in all of the exposition in a way that doesn't like hit you over the head. And yeah, manages to give you that terminology without being overbearing. But you do have to pay attention. Like you do have to actually like watch it. It's
Is it
really
the
good.
next Star Wars.
next hour is today. It's out today.
It's too slow to be the next Star Wars, frankly, but it's really good. It's not to ding it in terms of quality. It's just a different thing. It's pretty too. It's very pretty.
Very good looking. And then I watched the last Spawn movie. Not Spawn. Jesus Christ! Why do we keep fucking up Spawn? Venom, And Carnage, not Spawn. I don't know why I always go to Spawn. But yeah, no, the I didn't really like the first Venom movie, but the last one was just fucking. It was so much more funnier and a lot more good action. I don't know, whatever.
You liked it more? Okay.
I liked it a lot more than the first one.
Noted. I think we were kind of in a podcast off period maybe when I watched this. I don't know if we talked about it or not. Malignant.
It's on my list, but I haven't watched.
Watch it. Don't watch any trailers. Don't read anything about it. Just watch it. It's great. I really don't want to talk about it because the way I watched it was somebody just sort of said, "Hey, check it out," and also don't look at anything about it. And I did that, and they were right.
So John Madden died.
Huh.
Yeah.
He had a really good NES game. That's all I know him for.
Yeah, I think he was way before our era as far as casting football, but he's a big iconic name, you know. It's kind of, have you ever watched any of his old casts? It's so funny, the shit that he would say.
No.
Like he'd be in the middle of a fucking nationally televised football game and start commentating. I'll send you a link. I found one this morning of him. Like they're showing somebody on the sidelines. They're showing someone on the sidelines with like steam coming off their head. They had their helmet off, and he's like, "See right here, the heat comes out of the head. If you want to lose some heat, you got to take your hat off." It just starts like for like 3 minutes. He's just talking about how you lose heat out of your head, and it's fucking hilarious. Like even circles it on the like you would a play to show how they like did something. He's like circling his head and talking about the heat coming out. It's fucking great. John Madden was a national treasure, dude.
I feel like the two modern touchstones that we have for John Madden are one, the game series.
Yeah.
And two, those old Mad TV sketches with Frank Caliendo.
Yeah.
Super thighs, Frank.
John Madden here for the John Madden popcorn popper.
God, I forgot about those. That shit was good though.
They're still funny.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the time that Bobby Lee, whenever he was on Mad TV, shit his pants and they made him continue to do the skit while he had shit rolling down his pants? And he was dressed up as Connie Chung or whatever, the CNN or 2020.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I heard recently on one of the podcasts he talked about the time that he shit on the floor in like the president's office or something of Mad TV because he like didn't get assigned a role that he wanted or something, and he went in and like shit on the floor. Oh, Bobby Lee.
Sounds like an adult.
Mad TV was just pushing the envelope, man. Not like that boring old SNL.
It's funny that you see a lot of actors from Mad TV around now. Like, they're all enjoying
all these years later
quite a bit of success, I think.
Like on podcasts and shit, but I mean, they're not necessarily mainstream. It's weird.
Well, like Phil Lamar has had a huge voice acting career. He's in tons of shit. Alex Borstein went on to be in Family Guy. Super successful for many, many years. Just like lots of different, like Michael McDonald, I think that was his name. He just showed up in Halloween Kills.
Oh, really? He was in that?
He was in Halloween Kills. I was like, oh, what the fuck are you doing here?
I don't know why this just popped in my head, but I was watching something the other day, and David Cross was in it. And my wife was like, "Oh, it's the guy from Alvin and the Chipmunks." And I was like, "Oh my fucking god." The guy from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Oof.
Jordan Peele, Brian Callen, Will Sasso, Iron Thighs,
Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah. Frank Caliendo. Oh, God.
Andy Daly.
Alex Borstein. She was the he looking like a man guy? Or lady?
Yeah.
She was the he looking like a man.
He looking like a man.
Oh, Andy Daly. I fucking hate him in anything that he's on.
I will fucking fight you to the death.
Oh. Yeah, man.
Look him up. I don't even know who
Randall Park, the guy from the Huangs. What was the NBC show?
Yes, Off the Boat.
Yes, that was such a good one. Man, yeah. Look at that, Matt.
I'm sorry. Have you watched any of Review?
I don't know what that is.
Review was a show that was on Comedy Central. It stars Andy Daly, And the concept, the whole central conceit is that he's a critic, but he reviews life experiences. So he hosts a review show where somebody is like, sandwiches, and then he reviews the concept of sandwiches. And the first 3 episodes of review constitute a perfect, like, comedic arc. The 3rd episode particularly is just so incredibly good. It's one of the best half hours of like comedy television you'll ever see. I swear to you. It's incredible.
Andy Daly plays the loan officer in that. Fuck, what movie was that? He plays like a banker. He did really good in that.
He always has like a weird straight man character. He's the principal in Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he does so well. He plays like a fucking screw loose straight man. He's a treasure. All of his podcast appearances are amazing. Oh.
They're somewhat okay. They're super okay.
I'm not going to argue with you because you're wrong.
Yeah.
Larry, I had got my bile up. I had to calm down a little bit now.
Orlando Jones? Yeah, he fucking sucks, though.
He was in Evolution, which was great.
Yeah, he was also in Drumline and The Replacements. And
he was in American Gods, too. American Gods was great.
And Office Space, and Bedazzled, and Biker Boys.
Office Space?
That's what it says.
He was probably like one of the fucking waiters at the restaurant or some shit.
He was in Runaway Jury. He was in Woo, Guns for Hire. A Cool Like That Christmas? Like, that's not typecast. Jesus. There was a From Dusk Till Dawn 3. He was in it.
Oh, there have been more than 3, baby.
What about books? Has anybody been reading any books lately? Because I've been reading some books.
Reading a little bit, yeah. I read my wife's book, which is not out yet, but
Cheater.
it's called Easy Beauty. You can pre-order it on Amazon. Please do so. Those numbers, pre-order
Shill.
numbers, actually, yeah, I'm shilling. I don't give a fuck. It's my wife's book. It's really good. I'm in it. That's pretty cool. It's about our life.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Pre-order numbers make a big fucking difference. Actually, they're really important. But anyways, it's fantastic. It's really good.
That's why you
Even
guys...
objectively, it's good.
That's why you guys did what Bill O'Reilly did, and you guys bought 10,000 copies of it, and they're just sitting in a storage unit.
We have not done that
Yet.
But that is what people do, because they're pieces of shit like Bill O'Reilly. I've been reading the Norm Macdonald autobiography, and it's fucking hilarious.
That sounds like a good one to read. I recently, and you probably heard the same story on the podcast that you hate Nick Swardson, so maybe you didn't hear this story, but Nick Swardson was telling the story how he, like, Norm called him up one day, like, in the last year that he was alive or some shit. And I guess Nick Swardson, like, went to fucking, like, Key West or some shit and just stayed there for like a year. He was like, I was going to go for like a month, and then I just was like, fuck it, why go home?
No, he quarantined in his sister's house, in the house that he bought his sister, yes.
Yeah. I guess COVID started hitting the fan, all his tour dates got canceled anyway, so he just stayed. But anyways, he said Norm Macdonald called him up,
and stuff.
And Norm was like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I was thinking about just fucking moving to Reno and retiring and just like doing shows there. Like, he was just kidding. And I guess Norm like took it face value. And because he talked to somebody that was like his sister or some shit after he passed, and she was like, yeah, he was serious about that. She said, like, one of the last times I talked to Norm, he was talking about moving to Reno with you and like doing shows with you down in Reno. And Nick was like, what the fuck? That was a joke.
Norm Macdonald's a fucking national treasure, even though he was Canadian.
Yeah. You need to watch that last. I think it was Santino's podcast with Nick, or one of the last ones that Nick did. He tells some really good Norm Macdonald stories, some really good ones, because I guess they were pretty good friends.
Serious gambling problem. Like, I have a drinking and drug
Very
problem.
much, yeah.
Norm has a fucking gambling problem. I might also have a slight bit of a gambling problem, but not exactly like him.
Well, he was more like poker and shit. Not. I feel like Scratchers is a whole different world.
Yeah. It's still terrible, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've been reading a book called Hex.
Oh, Hexic. It came free with Xboxes. Yeah, good one.
It did come free with your Xbox. Did you know that Hexic was also made by Alexei Pajitnov, the guy that made Tetris?
Wow, he should just keep making games and independently releasing them and see how many billions of dollars he makes because he has a knack for making really addicting shit that's simple.
There's a game historian did a documentary about the sort of history of Tetris, and it's fucking fascinating,
With
and I
all the
really
goddamn
recommend you watch it.
Lawsuits and everything.
Tons of lawsuits, tons of like right contention. Like basically, Alexei Pajitnov didn't make a ton of money off of Tetris, but anyways, that's not what I'm trying to talk about. The book is called Hex, and it's about this like small town in I want to say it's in Maine, someplace in the Northeast, and the town itself is haunted. It has a ghost that everybody just sort of knows is there, and she kind of goes about her business. And they keep it like a secret, and like nobody in the country knows, because if you move to this town, you can't really leave it. You start to have these like problems if you leave. So they try to keep people from moving in, and the people who are in the town are like, yeah, she's over at my house today. She's just been like watching me cook potatoes all day. It's pretty interesting. I'm not terribly far into it, but I like the concept is really fun, especially trying to do that shit in an age where like everybody has cameras on their phones, and like it's hard to keep something like that a secret. You know, it would be really difficult. It's interesting. I like it. I would give you the author's name, but it's like Swedish or Norwegian or something, and I can't say it. It's Thomas Oldhuvel or something like that.
I believe you.
And then the next book that I'm reading is like the Dave Grohl book, like Storyteller. It's supposed to be really, really good.
Dave Grohl can't write. He drums.
Yes, he's most notably he's just a famous drummer.
Yeah. For Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh yeah. I guess we're starting up a fucking rock band. Me and Hova's kids, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, they got drum set and a guitar for Christmas. So
I'm sure your house is super fun to be in right now.
it's happening. Yeah. It's.
Is that a Game Boy game you're fondling on your desk there?
Oh no, it's a gold Pokemon card
From Burger
Oh,
King.
it's a Polyrath.
From
Yep.
Poliwhirl, perhaps.
Poliwhirl, rather. Yeah. 24 carats, son.
Remember whenever we broke
Yes.
into that Burger King and we stole a bunch of those Pokemons?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Statute of limitations.
I always feel bad for the middle evolutions in 3 evolution chain Pokemon.
The ones that are forgotten.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point of Poliwhirl? Poliwhirl is just a fucking pit stop until you get Poliwrath. Or Politoed.
Charmeleon, Wartortle.
Exactly. It's a bummer.
Yeah. Ivysaur. Right? Yeah. No.
Yeah, Ivysaur, you're right.
Ivysaur, Venusaur. Bulbasaur's the first. I couldn't think of the first. Fuck.
Yeah. He got a big old piece of garlic on his back.
God, I want some garlic, dude. I could go for some just pickled garlic olives right now.
Roast some garlic. Chop the tops off, just roast a head in the oven with some olive oil.
In the air fryer, you know? Got to keep it 2021 style.
Make the house smell
I-
amazing.
One of these days, I'll get one of those.
They're nice.
I would love one.
For lazy people, they're nice. Also, I highly recommend anybody out there get a stovetop with a griddle. Fan-fucking-tastic. Love it. I've been breaking it in. I don't know if you saw it, Frank, because I know you saw it when you were over here. I think you
Yeah.
asked something about it. But people are like, what the fuck? You take like the other grate off and then you put this... I'm like, no, it's like built into the fucking stovetop. It's amazing. It's got like a custom oval-shaped burner. Pancakes, dude, without having to fucking clean a pan and shit.
Dude,
It's amazing.
I would fucking love one of those. That's like... I don't really like cooking, very much, but I've also worked in kitchens like professionally.
Yeah, same. I think that's where the love of a flat top comes from.
Exactly. Like, I loved cooking on a flat top.
Yup.
That's fucking great. But cooking at home, no.
Like, prior to working in a restaurant, I was too scared to cook anything, really. Like, chicken was scary because, you could, like, kill people if you fuck it up. Steaks are like, it's expensive. I don't want to, like, fuck that up either.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just cooking meat, especially, like, fish or, like, like shrimp or anything, I was like, fuck that. I would never. And then, like, when you're in a restaurant and you get paid to do it, obviously you're just kind of forced one day to get started. But I feel like the flat top is just, it makes all of those things easier than having to, like, worry about a grill or a pan. And
yeah, for me, like, when I'm at home and I'm thinking
I learned
about cooking
this where you touch your thumb and then you squeeze right here.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Touch this. Yeah. I learned that as well.
Yeah. I never like actually did that. I don't think.
I know that's what they taught us, but I was like,
did anybody actually? Yeah.
Yeah,
Once you cook enough, you just kind of have an idea.
I think that also just knowing that concept is actually useful.
Yeah, right.
Because you can even like feel that like with a spatula, like as you press down on the steak, like, oh, that thing is fucking squishy as shit. That's rare.
Yeah, eventually, just from like turning something with tongs, you're like, oh yeah, that's already, that's mid-rare. It's time to pull it off.
Yeah. But you do have to give them some test clicks first to make sure that they're working.
Of course, you gotta, and then throw it in the air and catch it, and then if you miss it, it falls on the floor, and you just sear off the dirt real quick and throw it on the plate.
That's right. Toss it in the fryer real quick, just give it some dabs, and then...
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, bud.
Oh, man. I feel real bad for people who haven't worked in kitchens, because you see some... You see some shit, and I think that everybody should have to do like a tour of duty of working in a restaurant kitchen.
But that could probably be said for a lot of lines of work, but I feel like in restaurants especially, because I feel like it's like the most commonly, like everybody ends up eating in restaurants many times over the course of their life, obviously, but you never think about the shit that's going on behind the scenes until you've worked in that environment, and then you're like... But then I also like became more numb to it. I just don't really care because I'm like, oh, well, no one died in all the shit that I saw, so I'll be fine.
I think you should go ahead.
No, go on. Sorry.
I think you should have to do kitchen back of house. You should do kitchen, or you should do restaurant front of house.
Service too, yeah.
Service, and then do like a couple weeks or a month of like construction work too, because you're just gonna realize that there are drug addicts everywhere, and sometimes some people fuck up, and maybe you should just like not be an asshole to your servers, Yeah. I saw a post the other day that somebody said, I don't think I shared it with you guys, and they were like, well, hey, if the person in front of me tipped 25% and I tip nothing, well, the average tip is 12.5%, so that makes it okay.
See, I play both sides of the fence on that, because I worked front of the house, and I know... what it's like to get tips and shit too, but I will, like, I've tipped nothing before, because sometimes there's just those people, and it's like, I'm sorry, but you don't deserve my money. I don't care. You can, it doesn't bother me. I've tipped nothing or like a few pennies to make a point of how much of a fucking bitch you were to me and my family, and you never came over here. And it's one thing, like, I'll tip over too if I'm in a restaurant and there's somebody and I see they're waiting on my table and the manager fucked them and they're also waiting on 9 other tables and they're trying their ass off, and I only got my drink filled the one time and it never got refilled, but she's busting her ass and trying, you know what I mean? I'll fucking tip over on that person. But if I look over and they're like leaning on a wall fucking texting and shit and they expect me to tip 20%, you can suck my fucking chode right out of my asshole. It's not gonna happen. I don't care. I'm not here to pay your fucking bills. I'm here to eat.
I like 10% is basically the least I'll tip, even under like a condition of shit service, just because of like how fucked up the wages are.
Nope.
Like I don't like that.
Go to a yard sale.
Maybe they should have went to college. Maybe they should have went to college.
Go to a yard sale, buy a fucking used Game Boy and flip it on eBay. I'm not here to pay your bills. I don't feel bad for you.
I typically tip way more, but it's like you have to fuck up pretty bad for me. And I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm a pretty nice guy. Maybe maybe that doesn't come through on the podcast here, but like to people in public, I'm very considerate. I'm usually a pretty big tipper, but like if you have to really fuck up bad to like hurt your tip for me. So
I
don't know. I'm just like,
I had an ex who would stack up dollar bills. Whenever we would first get somewhere, she would put like a stack of fucking dollar bills, like in the
Take them
middle of the
away
table.
for every like fuck up.
Yes.
So fucked. Shit.
I love the idea that you come into a restaurant with like $15 on the table and then rack up like a $200 bill, but you're still like, take them down. Fuck you.
Oh no, she would never eat out anywhere and make it cost like $20. Like if it was $40 at her, like three of us would spend, it was like too much. They were whatever.
I also think that they need to fucking allow you to tip the back of the house staff.
Oh,
100%.
I've done that. I've done that before. And
I've done it too. Yeah.
I've been paid that. So,
Yeah.
boys and girls,
We got it like once in my 5 years of restaurant work, and that meant the fucking world to everybody that was working that night. We were like, holy shit, thank you so much, you know?
One time at the barbecue joint that I worked at, we're not going to name names because I was doing drugs while I was working in the back, aka I was tripping on acid while we had a blues band playing, and some guy ordered a chop steak. Anybody know what a chop steak is?
It's a hamburger with a different name.
Yeah, it's a hamburger without a bun, tossed on there like a steak. He ordered a chop steak. Meanwhile, there's a jazz blues band like playing out on the fucking porch. I can hear it in the kitchen. I can see people dancing in the fucking charbroil flames. He came to the kitchen and gave me a $30 fucking tip.
On a fucking chopstick?
On a chopstick.
Motherfucker was wasted, dude.
So was I.
That's hilarious.
One of the restaurants I worked at, the one I spent the most time at, was it was really, really tiny. It was maybe like twice the size of the room that I do this podcast in, including the kitchen and prep area and all that shit, and seating and everything. So, like, if you were coming in to eat, there was a bar, you were eating at the bar, and you were also sitting basically next to the people who were cooking. And like the front of house people would try to take the tips from that, and I was like, no, dude, like when you tip in a place like this, you're actually tipping the back of house because you're watching them work. They know you walked 10 fucking steps to like pick up your burrito and then take it over there.
But you're entertaining.
They're not tipping you for shit.
You're entertaining. At that point, you're like working a bot. You're entertaining the guests as well, and you're probably talking to them too. Yeah,
you're talking to the guests. You're doing all kinds of shit. You're like, they're like, hey, can you get me this? And you're just like, yeah, sure. And you walk over and get them napkins or fucking more salsa or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You're working front of house too, even though you're not supposed to be.
There's such a weird dynamic in restaurants too, because all the front of the house staff, like, undoubtedly hates the back of the house staff because it's like, well, you guys fucking make, you know, back in my day, you guys make $10 an hour, and we only make, you know, whatever, and it's like, yeah, but you're here for an hour and a half, and you make the same or more money than I will, and I've been here since 7:30 working my ass off all day, and I won't get to leave until like 4 o'clock, you know, so fuck you.
You're not getting burns all over you.
Yeah, you're not back here sweating your ass off. I mean, I'm not saying that their job isn't hard, because I know that it is. I've been
just like,
all around the restaurant. I know how all that shit works, but
it's like the way different people have, you know, you have introverts and you have extroverts, right? So like working back of house for an introvert is like cool beans. I'm alone for the most part. You know, I'm just with this other small group of people. I do my shit. And then if you're in front of house and you're an extrovert, you're like, I get to walk around and talk to people. And this is like yeah, you're working for them, but you're also sort of derive energy from that sort of social interaction.
Right.
So it's like they're both difficult in their own ways, and they both just take their own kinds of energy to drain from you. So
yeah, because I would never be able to fucking work around people for that shit and put a fake smile on. And
what is the weird dynamic where there's always like that super smoking hot like front of house waitress who's like banging the fucking kitchen staff or the dishwasher,
the manager,
that looks like Pete Davidson, who's like all face tatted, and he's pulling like the fucking finest thing in the fucking, you know what I'm
it's true.
I mean, it's
science cannot explain all things in our universe.
Oh, God.
It's true, though. Yeah.
And that's why God's real. Thank you to Javelin for letting us use your song Soda Popinski as our theme. We surely do enjoy that and appreciate it.
Shout out to all the kitchen staff out there.
Oh
hustling.
my god, fucking thank you. You guys are the real heroes. Truly.
Especially all of you that work Christmas and all of you that are working and listening to this on New Year's Day when this is going to be released. So thank all of you kitchen staff workers.
Let's be
get
honest,
that
those were
flashlight out
the
of there.
easy shifts, though. Shout out to the kitchen staff that are already dreading Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, and
Fuck me, yeah.
we love you.
I can't even like tell you for how long I had a visceral reaction anytime I heard a ticket machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like for probably a good year at least. Anytime I would hear that, I would tense up. Like, even
We
more,
had
just,
like we had like a ticket rail, and you would stick the tickets up there. You'd pull them off the machine, rip tickets, stick it up on the ticket rail, and then on like those days, you just get used to like busting your ass. You feel like you're finally ahead, and you look over, ticket rail's still full. Not only that, tickets are printed, hanging to the floor,
yeah.
that haven't been pulled to put on the ticket rail yet. And you're just like, God damn it!
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the face tonight when I get off work, but I'll keep cooking for now. So.
Yeah, the utmost respect. Thank you, Tyler Edwards, for the art as well. Thank you for that. That's all the thank yous.
Thank you to Jesus and 343.
Thank you to John117 for all the things you've been through for us.
Yeah, for protecting this planet. Well, not the planet. The planet's gone, I think. Fuck, I don't know, man.
Thank you to my cat Bobot for warming my lap while I'm doing a podcast.
Thank you to Cortana for giving me nocturnal emissions.
Cortana or weapon?
Both at the same time. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
God. I bet there is some, like, fucking... There's already probably some shit out there.
This is a topic too deep to explore at this present moment.
Link us, guys. We'll discuss on the next pod.
Don't.
Do. What's the word? Somebody's got to say the word or we're just going to keep going.
The
Oh, my God. Stop it. The word is jurisprudence.
You already used that as a word, dumbass.
yeah.
Shit.
The word is chongus.